pronouns and pronouns.
Good, guys. I forgot to start recording. I am recording right now. So, thanks for reading, Miss Ju. Let's see the reported speech below. We have a quoted speech and reported speech. Quoted speech and reported speech. The direct and indirect speech. Okay? There are people coming. Juan. Only Juan. There is only one. Very good. Okay, he's connecting the audio. So let's go. In the left, we have quoted speech. And in the quoted speech, we have yes or no AWH questions. Yes or no questions, you know, right? Is your name Matthew? Yes or no? Or what is your name? A WH question, it's a variety of possible answers. And on the right, we have the reported speech with the same classifications, the yes or no questions, reported speech, and WH questions, reported speech. Ana Julia is coming. Very good. Oh, Mr. Juan, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
All right. So pay attention because this matter, this subject, is very important. By the way, good evening, Ana Ju, if you can hear us. All right.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. So on the left, quoted speech, spoken speech, the speech is said by people, the direct speech, with yes or no questions. Oh, one point. We learned it in the past a lot of reported speech, but here are only 4 questions. And inside of the world of questions, reported speech questions, we have the segregation of, we have the separation of yes or no question, WH question. Of course, there are other kind of questions like suggestions or asks people who ask you something, hey, could you do? Could you do? It's a yes or no question, but it's directed to the intention. So now we're going to talk about this yes or no questions in the quoted speech. Are you going to win an award? Pay attention on this sentence. Are you going to win an award? This is so easy. Like, is your name Juliana? Yes or no question. Is your name Juliana? Are you going to win an award? Do you like studying English or do you love chocolate? Things like this. In this sentence, guys, what we need to do in the reported speech, pay attention. Number 1, they asked him if he was going to win an award. They asked him whether or not he was going to win an award. He asked him whether he was going to win an award or not. What's the difference here, guys? Can you understand? First, we need to use the word ask it, because it's a question. Ask it. Ask it. That is another way to say this, yes, wanted to know. If somebody wants to know or wanted to know in the past, it means that somebody asked it or implicitly asked it here, right? So use these words. Fulano asked it, somebody asked it, or somebody wanted to know. But for yes or no questions, we have to use if, whether. And the whether, you can use whether or not in the final. But do you remember the difference between if and whether, everybody?
Not too much.
If, it's only if. Whether, it's yes or no. If, it's tell me only if you. If you don't, please don't tell me. But whether, tell me whether you go or not, you do or don't. Doesn't matter, you have to tell me, okay? That is the idea of if. If, it's conditional only if. And whether is whether yes or no, whether or not, okay? The second example, is your name Juliana? How can I make a reported speech of this question? Easy. The teacher asked us, pay attention to the pronouns. The teacher asked us if her name was Juliana. Did you understand? What's your name, Juliana? The teacher said. The teacher asked us if her name was. If her name was Juliana. If her name whether was Juliana or not. It is depend on the idea. Okay, it's not the highest point. Going down below, the third example, because the second example was mine. It was an example of mine. Are you getting tired of the paparazzi? Pay attention, guys. Are you going to win an award? Are you getting tired of the paparazzi? Pay attention. She asked him, or she wanted to know, if you can use wanted to know, there's no problem. She asked him if he was getting tired of the paparazzi. Pay attention on this word, guys. Let me give you another sentence, like, are you understanding what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Guys, are you understanding what I'm saying? Can you report this sentence into a reported speech, please? The teacher asked us like that. Can you please? How do you understand what I'm saying? Who asked this? The teacher. So the teacher, what did he do? He asked it. Yeah? She asked it who? He asked us. So the teacher asked us what? What did I ask you guys? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Can you report this sentence, please? You are mute. Pay attention because you're mute. It's too hard. Say something. Anybody, please?
I didn't understand. I'm so sorry. I didn't understand. I missed the last class, so I am not very in the subject.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so-
No problem. The last class was not into this class related because we started this page already now, and it's a new subject for us. Reported speech is something that came from the English Now number 6, and if you haven't done that, probably. 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. There's a dog barking here. No, I think it's a little better. So let's get everything from the scratch. You didn't understand anything, really. So let's go slower. Let's go slower. I will go try again.
I not remember.
Good, good. What is a reported speech, guys? Reported speech. When I say something and another person says what I said, reports what I said. The reported speech is composed by two speeches. The direct speech, where I directly talk to you, like, I don't like avocado. It's a statement of mine. I don't like avocados. I really don't like avocados. Direct speech. And indirect speech is what the person speech is what the person it's what I said in the words of the person who is reporting me. It's a person's report. Like, I don't like avocado. Direct speech. Indirect speech. The teacher, I don't like avocados. Yeah. Indirect speech. Someone else is telling what I said to another one else. So it's like the teacher What did I do? I said, I declared. Yes, I declared. I didn't ask. I didn't give you an order. I didn't suggest it. I didn't advise. I only said something. It was a statement, a declaration. So the teacher said, we use this word when person say something. The teacher said, that is your option. You can choose or not. You can use or not. So the teacher said, he don't like. So in the past, he didn't like avocados. This is a normal statement. But forget statements now, because we're talking about only questions. What we do with questions? For example, are you tired? Or are you bored? This question is a yes or no question. And a yes or no question leads to a yes or no answer, of course. And there is a specific way to report this sentence. So the teacher is feeling that you are bored with the subject. So I asked you guys, are you bored? How can you report this? How can you report this? First, who said? I said. The teacher said. What did I do? Did I say? Did I ask? Did I advise? What did I do? I
Ask it.
So ask it. Or wanted to know. You can use wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know. I would like to know if you were bored or not. So the teacher asked it or wanted to know. So let's use the ask it first. And I asked it if.
Or whether or not.
Or whether or not. If. Continue the sentence, please. The teacher asked it if.
I am bored.
You know, everybody. You all. You all. You students.
If us.
Ask it us if.
We are bored.
We are bored.
Yes. But in the past, we use this. Were bored. Like they did here in the example. Are you? He was in the past. So guys, this is very detailed exercise, but it's very important to be used in the reported speech, gossips, and things like this. If you want to tell gossip, you need to know how to make an indirect speech. Oh, somebody said that he or she was supposed to, blah, 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 blah. Or, oh, I wouldn't tell you that, but I have heard that he asked us if we, things like this, you know, you need to put in this indirect speech, and it's a gossip. And so to make a correct gossip, you need to know how to make a reported speech. If you want to be a journalist, you need to know how to make a reported speech. If you want to make a report, indirect report, you need to know how to do it. So the only way is to use if or whether, any yes or no question. But the question is when we use if and when we use whether. Depend on. The question is directed only if, for example, are you going to win an award? I would like to know if you're going to win an award, a positive answer or a negative answer. If I only focus on one kind of answer, it's if, only if. And if I am the person that would like to know if yes or no, I would know the feedback, not only the answer, positive or negative, but the feedback. I use whether, like, are you going to win an award? This I would like to know a positive answer, so I would like to know if. I can use whether, yes, I can. But the other example, are you getting tired of paparazzi? Right? In this situation, only if, because I am kind of directing my question to a positive or negative answer. So it's deeper than what I want from you now. Okay, it's deeper. To differ if and whether, it's a little deeper. First, shallow I would like you to understand the reported speech question. And guys, we have yes or no and WH. The WH is easier. Why WH is easier? Because we repeat the WH, we don't put if or whether. Yeah? Like WH questions below. Who are you here? Or who are you here with? Who are you here with? Who are you here with, guys? The person would like to know this thing. Let me change a sentence and ask you what? A simple question. Or when were you born? When were you born? Right? This is a simple question with WH. So how can I report this? Who asked it? The teacher asked it. So the teacher, complete for me, please. Ask it.
Or wanted to know.
Or wanted to know, yes. The teacher wanted to know. Let me use wanted to know here. Wanted to know. The teacher wanted to know what?
When we were born.
When, and the statement sequence. We were born. Not were we born, because it's not a question anymore, right? Like we did in the letter A. So the teacher wanted to know when we were born. Oh, sorry. Born. Pay attention. It's a declaration. It's a statement. A report speech, but it's a statement. It's not a question anymore. When you report a question, you have two ways of reporting a question. Imitating, in the directing speech, you even imitate her voice. Like Ana Julia asks, teacher, what time is it? And I wanted to report her, so I say, Ana Julia said, period, what time is it? I used her words, yeah? Or I have the other way to report her. The other way to report her is to use my own word. It's not a question anymore. I use it. Ana Julia asked me, or somebody, it's not necessary to mention. Ana Julia asked what time it was. It was always in the past. If you're using the present, always in the past. And if you already using the past, you changing to past perfect, the past of the past. So, like in the example we can see here, he asked him who he was. Who are you? Who he was. But teacher, are you, he, you, he? Yes, you need to change the pronouns in order to make the sentences, make the gossip works, you know. You need to make the gossip works. You need to tell who said that, him, that, you, that. You need to make this connection. It's normal. Like in Portuguese, Chaves. Huh? Chaves, we have some statements like this. Né? Você disse para mim, que disse para ele, que disse para ela, que você não tinha dito. It's a report speech. You need to make these things, okay? Ponto número 1 que a gente tem que prestar atenção. Number 1. Notice how the verb form changes in report speech. De simple past, de simple present para simple past. Ou de simple past para past perfect. Aqui não tem exemplo porque eu não queria confundi-los. Number 2, notice the shift from here to there. Então, o que era aqui, na hora que eu disse, eu não gosto daqui, quando você reporta, você disse ele disse que não gostava, no passado, de lá. O aqui vira lá. É claro, está longe do momento do report, da frase dita. E número 3, you can use the expression want to know in place to ask. Isso é, vocês entenderam, a gente pode usar o want to know em vez de ask. Até porque te dá uma variedade, né? I don't want to know, no, I'm taking you home. Did you understand, guys? Report to speech now. Let's check
Yeah.
if you understood.
I remembered, and my voice is not like that, like you did.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kidding. I would like to hear
I
your
know.
voice. I would like to hear your voices now. I'll give you questions. I will ask you questions.
No,
and
no.
I need you to change it to report speech, okay?
I will try, okay.
All right, let's try. First things first. Who is the first one here? Let me see. Matthew. Matthew, you were the first one, okay? In the order here of my list. So, Matthew. Where are you now? That's my question.
The teacher asked uh,
Asked me, it's your choice. The teacher asked or asked me.
the teacher wanted to know.
Why did I want to know?
No, the teacher asked me where were me.
Almost. The teacher asked me where
I was.
Very good. The teacher asked me where I was.
Yes.
Now a yes or no sentence, Mr. Matthew. Are you okay?
Yes, I am.
This is the question. Are you okay?
Okay. The teacher asked me if I was okay.
Was okay, and I said yes.
It can be if I was fine. It's synonymous.
Yeah. You can change these things by your interpretation, your comprehension. You can use these things. You cannot only change the grammar of the sentence and the intention, but you can choose good for fine, okay for great, and things like this.
Okay.
But if you sometimes the person asks and expresses their self, they express themselves wrongly, and but they don't miss. But you don't misunderstand because you are a good understander. You understand people even though when they speak wrongly, and you understand what the person would. Yes, what the person had or wanted to know, not what the person really said. And comprehending this, you can make a direct reported speech better than the proper question, the own question. Because the person is sometimes mis-expressed her or himself, and you can not misunderstand. You can understand correctly. When the person says A and B, and you understand what the persons really want to know, and that was not A and B, it was C and D. And you can change these A and B for C and D if you are a good and clever person. Language speaking, of course. Mr. Matthew, thanks you very much. Let's go to the next one. Ana Julia, you are the next one.
Okay.
Ju. What are you doing?
The teacher asked me what I was doing.
Perfect. Yes or no question? Can you understand?
The teacher asked me if I could understand.
Perfect. The best of Ken is good. Perfect. That's it. Let's continue with it. Juliana, Leo, Juan, but let's go faster because our time is ending. And if it ends suddenly, you know what to do. You need to click back in that link in the WhatsApp and we get back here, okay? But let's go direct to the point. Juliana, WH question. What time is it? Juliana? Let's try another one. Leo, what time is it, please?
Teacher asked me what time it was.
It was, yes. The teacher asked me what time is it? No, it was. Perfect. And
Yeah.
another question. Are you listening to the class?
Teacher asked me if I was listening to the class.
Very good. Sorry, listening. Sorry. if I were listening to the class. Sorry.
Yeah.
Very good, mister. Yes or no question? If. The teacher asked it if. Let's go to the next one, Mr. Juan. Mr. Juan, what day is it today?
The teacher asked me what was they, I don't know.
What day?
What day was it today?
It was.
It was
Agora
today.
detalhe.
Okay.
Detalhe. The teacher asked me what day it was that day. Aquele dia. Se não for o mesmo dia, claro, hoje foi today, mas se não for o mesmo dia, você tem que prestar atenção nisso, tá?
Beleza.
Que dia é hoje? Aí o teacher me perguntou que dia era aquele dia, ou que dia era aquele. Certo? Então, atenção nessas pequenas mudanças de dias e lugares. Perfeito. What day it was? That day. Porque não pode ser was today, né? Fica estranho. Muito bom, guys. Terminamos aqui. Juliana, tá conseguindo ouvir a gente? Let's try one. Melhor. Vamos sair, reconectar, aí a gente volta com força total. A nossa aula está terminando aqui o tempo da reunião. I would like you, please, to click in that link in the WhatsApp and get back here. But first, can you print the screen and take these notes with you? It's very important. Have you? Have you printed?
Yes.
No.
Deu até eco.
I will wait for
Oh,
you.
my. Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. So cleaning and waiting for you in the next meeting. Okay? Just click there and let's get back. See you. 1 minute. Go faster.